Today we are going to discuss the next point in the topic aldehydes and ketones carbonyl compounds, as that is the structure and reactivity of this carbonyl group. Okay, this point is very much important from the exam point of view. So all the students concentrate on this lecture. First, you have to study the structure of carbonyl group. See here, the structure of carbonyl group. This is the structure of carbonyl group here. Here maybe it is an alkyl group or a hydrogen atom, depending upon it may be aldehyde or a ketones here. Okay, how many bonds are present in here? Here, this is a pi bond, this is sigma bond, this is also sigma bond, this is also a sigma bond. Thus, carbon in a carbonyl group is a sp2 hybridized. sp2 hybridized. That is, sp2 hybridized orbitals of carbonyl group can be make the bonds in an aldehyde. When we consider in an aldehyde, that is, what is the formula? It is R, C, H and O here. Okay, how many sigma bonds here? That is sp2 hybridized carbon atoms with a combination of is bonded to a one alkyl group, one of the hydrogen and one a oxygen atom. Okay, which is in, that is an aldehyde. When we consider it is in a formaldehyde here. Now sp2 hybridized sigma orbitals of a carbon atoms are combined with one is hydrogen, one is again hydrogen and one is oxygen. When we consider in case of a ketone here, sp2 hybridized orbital of a carbon atom is combines with C double bond CO and here C. Here this is the sigma bond, this is the pi, this is the sigma, this is the also a sigma. That is means what? The sp2 hybridized orbitals of a carbon atoms combines with a carbon atoms of alkyl group, and here also carbon atoms of a alkyl group with also carbon also a oxygen atom. That is being the three bonds which can make with in a which group? That is a ketonic group. Thus, what is the remaining one here? That is the unhybridized p orbital. Unhybridized p orbital of carbon. Here, unhybridized p orbital of a carbon makes a pi bond. Which bond? Makes a pi bond with a unhybridized p orbital of oxygen. P orbital of oxygen with a lateral overlapping to gives rise to a pi bond. What is this? See here, what is the bond formation takes place and how it is takes place. See here, this is the C internuclear axis. Here you can make the diagrammatic representation of here, that is okay. Now here we have to look or show the diagrammatic representation in terms of a lobes also. Okay, this is the sigma bond. Okay, now this is of the alkyl groups. These are of also a alkyl groups. They are can be situated in this position. Here also like this. Now here also like this. Okay. Like this. Okay. Now here maybe of number of here maybe here X, here Y, here also a X, here also a Y. Okay. Now this is the unhybridized p orbital. P orbital of this is of carbon and this is of a oxygen. The lateral overlapping of the orbitals takes place here like this. Okay, lateral overlapping of p orbitals gives rise to 1a pi bond. Okay, now this is the hybridized structure of a carbon with a bond formation with a oxygen here. Now, what is the geometry of this? For this, we have to draw the structure like this of a carbonyl group. Here C double bond O here. This is a 1 alkyl group. This is also a 1 alkyl group here. We can shown here. It is a dotted wedge bond here. Here also one bond here. This is a sigma. This is a pi. This is a sigma. This is also a sigma. Therefore, the corners are, you can join here in this fashion. Okay. And thus, this bond angle is equal to what? Here, 120 degrees. Okay. Now, here 120 degrees. Therefore, all the atoms, that is X, Y and oxygen, that is all the atoms are lie in one same plane. One same plane. That is the bond angle is equal to what here? That is 120 degrees here. Okay. Yeah. Therefore, the here geometry is equal to what? That is trigonal planar. Geometry was trigonal planar. Thus, the carbon atom is bonded to oxygen by a divalent atom. That is, carbon is bonded divalently to oxygen atom by a double bond structure. Okay, this is the structure. Here the pictorial representation of a hybridized state of carbonyl groups. Here SCO of C is sp2 hybridized here, and according to its, when we are considering its reactivity, here in the carbon and oxygen, here oxygen is more electronegative than the carbon atom. How much it is? See here. Now the next part is about the reactivity of a carbonyl group. As far as reactivity of this carbonyl group is considered here oxygen is more electronegative than the carbon atoms. Therefore, it converts to be acquiring partial positive charge and partial negative charge due to the polarities of, due to difference in electronegativity values, and as dipole moment is equal to what? 2.7 bm. Thus, the carbonyl group acquires 40 to 50% ionic character. Okay. Now, next point is that is the reactivity of carbonyl group affects what? First, presence of planar alkyl groups allows a nucleophile attack on both the sides. That is due to nature of a planar nature of an alkyl groups. That is, nucleophile allows to a both the sides. Which are the both the sides are? First is, that is below the plane. First one is below and above the plane. Above the plane here. Okay. Now see here the representation. That is, first one is C. Here O. Carbon acquires delta positive, carbon negative here. Then next is about this bond. Okay. Now here. Okay. Now suppose that the nucleophile is a X minus, okay, minus this is a nucleophile, and which can attack on this positive charge center either by back side here, that is the below the plane, and either on this above the plane, This affects the reactivity of a carbonyl group. Also, second point is what? That is the due to the positively center developed on carbon atom due to its polarity. Okay, which are the 2 points? That is, presence of planar alkyl groups allows the attack of a nucleophile on the both the sides here. Which are the both the sides? That is, this is nucleophile X, that is below the plane or the along the plane. And second point is the positive center developed on the carbon atom, which is probable or which is easy to attack the nucleophile. Okay, now we will consider the rate of the attack. Is favored by which factors? First is about steric factors. Okay. Second is addition of a nucleophile. And third one is the electronic effect. Okay. Now the rate of the attack of a nucleophile, whether the rate of attack of nucleophile is a fast or a low, it is increased or a decreased. This can be studied with the help of these 3 points. First is steric factors, second is addition of nuclear, third is electronic effects. Now she see here the electronic factors. First factor that is the steric factors. Okay. Since the attack here, since the nucleophilic attack is favored by presence of electron donating group, electron attracting groups, and it is least by presence of electron releasing groups. Okay. When the nucleophile is attack is favored when there is a presence of an electron attracting groups here. Okay. And when electron releasing groups are, that is electron donating groups are, electron accepting groups are here, what happens? That is, for example, in the example of a formaldehyde, SCHO, this is the example of formaldehyde, then acetaldehyde, CH3CHO, and a ketone. Now, in these 3 examples, one of the point is to be noted that here in the steric factors, first this is the formaldehyde, this is acetaldehyde, and this is a acetone. As far as the structures are seen here, the number of groups are attached to a divalent carbonyl group. Here are the first is H, here is alkyl groups, here is alkyl groups. Here the number of alkyl groups is increased from left to right, and all the as the alkyl group is the bulkier group which resist the addition of a addition of a nucleophile, that is, it diminishes the effect of a nucleophile, that is, the attack of nucleophile becomes less when the bulky groups are present in higher amount, and when there are number of bulky groups are more. Therefore, here on this acetone, that is the reactivity of nucleophile to react here very less. Here in acetaldehyde it is more than that of acetone, and here and here, that is at formaldehyde, there is no presence of any alkyl groups. Therefore, this formaldehyde is open for the nucleophilic attack. Therefore, one has to say that formaldehyde is very reactive than the acetaldehyde, and it is very reactive than the acetone. Okay, what the answer? That is, what is the short trick here? That is, as the number of bulky groups are more, which resist the attack of a nucleophile, that is, then diminishes the attack of a nucleophile, that is creating a positive center, that is electrophilic center. Therefore, they have to lower down the effect of a nucleophile, and thus such a species is a less reactive. But when the electron releasing groups are absent here, at that time here what? That is, that center is free for the attack of a nucleophile. Therefore, a formaldehyde is more reactive than the acetaldehyde than that of a acetone. Now, the second point is that is the addition of a nucleophile. Second point is that of the rate of addition of nucleophile. Here, the sentence addition of a nucleophile is also a addition reaction. Okay, that is, it is a addition reaction because in a nucleophile, what happens here? Suppose this is a nucleophile and A here. Okay, this is the species of a nucleophile. This is a delta negative, this is of delta positive charge. Here, what happens? That is, whatever may be the carbonyl group here, first negative part of addendum adds on CO group, and then positive part adds on CO group. Thus, the geometry of the carbonyl group gets lowered. Okay. Now, what is the addition? That is, negative part of this addendum, that is Nu, gets attached to a carbonyl group, and then the positive part of the nucleophile gets attached to a carbonyl group, thus by decreasing its the geometry of the complex here. See here, thus the geometry of the complex is how here changes. See here, that is, first C double bond O group, here delta positive, delta negative, here attacks on this nucleophile, negative and A plus here. First part is what? That is C double bond O here attacks on this, that is a nucleophile. Okay, this and this positive, which is on in the second step. What happens here? It is C double bond O here, Nu, okay, plus A plus, which attacks on which? That is this is the negative part. So these electrons goes on here. Therefore, there is formation of here C delta plus Nu nucleophile, and here delta minus, and here A plus. Okay. Now, original geometry of this carbonyl group is what? Trigonal planar. Trigonal planar one, and this geometry is what about? A tetrahedral. Thus, the effect is going on. the addition of a nucleophile. First, negative part is attached to a carbon atoms of a which, that is the carbonyl group, and second part, the addition of a positive part of a addendum is attached to negative part of the carbonyl group. Thus, by changing the geometry of carbonyl group from trigonal planar to a tetrahedral one. Now third part is what? That is the electronic factor. See, third part is what? That is the electronic factor. Also, we know that is the addition of a nucleophile when takes place if there are electron donating species are present. But if electron attracting species is present, electron releasing groups are present here, what happens here? That is, it diminishes the effect of nucleophile and thus there is no attack of a nucleophile. There is no attack of an nucleophile. What is the third factor? That is the addition of a nucleophile. When takes place? When there are more number of electron attracting species are present. Okay, but if there are electron releasing species, that is the positively charged species are here present here, what happens? They diminishes the effect of negative charge on the positive charge, diminishes, and thus there is no attack of a nucleophile. Okay, now as far as here examples are considered, here we can take the examples as, that is here SCHO. Okay, second example is CH3CHO, and third example is of for CH3CO. Okay, this is of IUPAC name. What is? Methanol. This is of a ethanol, and this is a propanol. Okay, now see here. What happens here? Here number of groups, bulky groups, that is are electron releasing groups. Are present in more in number what? That is in propanol. That is in propanol, number of electron releasing groups are more. They diminishes the negative charge which is going to be present on the positive charge of a carbon atoms, and thus they decrease the nucleophilic effect. As far as in ethanol and methanol we are considered, here in methanol there is no bulky group is present. There it is open for the nucleophilic attack. Therefore, in methanol here attack of a nucleophile is easy and more. But in ethanol and propanol here number of bulkier group is present. Therefore, it diminishes the negative charge of a nucleophile to be attacked on this positive charge of a carbon atoms of a carbonyl group. Thus, the effect of nucleophile gets lowered. Okay. Now, this another point is that is the aromatic compounds. Here, aromatic aldehydes and ketones have the less effect of a nucleophile than the aliphatic aldehydes and ketones here. Okay, what is the next point here? That is aromatic aldehydes and ketones have the less effect of a nucleophile than the aliphatic and aldehydes and ketones. Why? Because in aromatic aldehydes and ketones, they develop a positive center, okay, being an electrophilic in nature, due to delocalization of a electrons. Delocalization of an electrons. That is, aromatic aldehydes and ketones are less reactive than the aliphatic and aldehydes and ketones. Why? Because they develop the positive charge, okay, towards them due to the electron donating species, as these are electron donating species. They are electrophilic in nature, and thus these two factors due to the delocalization of an electrons. Therefore, aromatic aldehydes and ketones are very less reactive than the aliphatic ketones, aldehydes and ketones. Here we can show the diagenetic representation for aromatic ketones here. See here, last point here about here C plus delta O delta minus, okay. Now here and C O minus. This is delta plus here. Again, this is on the reaction like this here. That is again on here. O minus O. This is the double bond here, okay, and thus there is formation of this. That is the positive charge center is here, okay. Again on here we can write here as, that is O minus and O here, okay, delta plus here. So delta plus charge here, okay, and the charge gets concentrated on here. Thus that developing a which center here, that is of this, and here what? Of here this, and here this is, okay. Thus by developing the positive charge center in a aromatic aldehydes and ketones, thus aromatic aldehydes and ketones are less reactive than the aliphatic ketones, okay. That is, the addition of a nucleophile here resists the positively charged center due to the delocalization of an electrons, okay. Thus we have here explained the role of a attack of a nucleophile is affected by which factors. First is steric factors, second is addition of a nucleophile, third is the electronic factors. Thus we have concluded the point, that is the structure and reactivity of a carbonyl group. If you have any problems or doubt, please ask me on group. The next part of this topic is you are familiar with these reactions, that is well-known reaction is that is the aldol reaction. In next lecture, we are going to see the next reaction, that is the first reaction, aldol condensation. Thank you.